if I want to have really dark shadows, I can just leave it on 100%. And if I want to have slightly lighter shadows, I just lower the opacity, and that's easier to work with than having slightly transparent gray. And also, if I, for example, if there was now a light coming from another angle here, and the character, which is sitting here in the end, will have a shadow on the bed, then I would like to draw the shadow into the original shadow layer so the colors are the same. And if I make sure that the shadows are completely or almost completely black first, I don't have to think about, oh my god, I have to make sure that the transparency of the shadows underneath the characters fit the transparency of the shadows in the room. I can just go in, draw with black, and be done with it. That's why. So, no, I will not just leave it at that, because that's a little boring. Also, we do have a light, and of course you can't see it right now. And also the readers can't see it, but as I said, there was another panel in the same scene where you can see light, and also you as the artist know that there is light coming from here. So there should be a little difference in shadow in the room. So if I go in now and wait, let's see, let's just make another layer and also clip it to the shadow layer. So you make a little clipping chain here. So I will go in and take another blue color, slightly lighter. Let's just take this and go a little up, a little more maybe like this. And then I make a gradient from this side of the room to the window, like this. This is, of course, now way too bright. It looks like there's a TV standing there that's glowing on its own. And this is why I just made a new layer, just to be safe, because now I can turn down the opacity of this new color. The viewer of your image or the reader of a comic will probably not consciously realize that there's different colors in your image, but it will make it look much more interesting than just one flat color. I usually go in and put in another one, like a third one that's a little warmer. Don't go all the way to the other side of the spectrum. That just is too jarring. Just the warmer side of the bluish spectrum, like good, nice violet. Make it a little darker again, maybe like this. And then again go in from another side like this here. Maybe there's a light or something coming from there. Under the door, maybe, or something. This is a little too bright again, so I'm gonna lower the opacity there. Again, most likely your readers will not consciously realize that there's different colors in this background. But if you see it in comparison, in the direct comparison, if I just go and put these off, you see it does look a lot more interesting than just the flat color. There. And now you can go and just merge these three. And you're done with the shadows for now. So on to the line art. If you like black lines, very black lines, or completely black lines, you can just leave them as is. But I like to color my lines, but I don't do it manually because I try to save time as much as I can. So I have a little auto action for Clip Studio that just automatically colors my lines for me. I will link it below because it's from the Clip Studio assets. I'm currently not sure if it was free or paid, but it couldn't have been that expensive, and it's really nice. So you can see it here a little bit. This is a little bluish. If I take this off, if I take this away, you'll see that this is the pure black line, and this is the line with a little bit of color. So it just looks a little softer, which is, I think it's quite nice for backgrounds. I do the same with my characters, but with my characters, I usually go from 50 to 30 or 35% of opacity. So it's not as colored as the background, so the character stands out more. And that's basically all you have to do for your backgrounds. Now you can either select all three of your original images, including their extra clipped layers, and copy them into a folder for your panel, with the background folder or something. Or you just merge these now and then just take the finished image and copy that into your page or your image, and go from there. Now, with this done, I will not bore you with a lengthy video of me drawing the character in there, but we'll show you a little 60-second speed paint time lapse made by Clip Studio of me doing that, and then we will see each other back here in this setting. So have fun. Until then, see you in 60 seconds. Welcome back. I hope that wasn't too boring. It's almost done. You can see, or you saw, that I changed a little bit around here on the sheets and everything. That is just the liquify tool from Clip Studio. So you just use the liquify tool and then just go over textures, of course, on the texture layer, and just move it around a little bit so it looks like closed folds in the sheets. And that's just it. Now, as I said, it's almost done. But I usually, because I'm a perfectionist, I could leave it like this. But there are a few very little minor things that I do not like. Little things like this here. This bothers me. That the cushion is not completely lined properly. I probably most of the readers or viewers don't see it, but I see it. And it's like, it shows that this is not hand-drawn, but a 3D model. And I want to give the impression that this is all hand-drawn. It's not about lying, it's just about making the images and panels look consistent. For me, as I said, I'm a perfectionist, and this bothers me. So I'm gonna go in and just fix it real quick. And it's just minor adjustments. It's not like I'm gonna sit here for hours on end and change minor things. Just small things to make it look a little more realistic. Down here is also this happens a lot with 3D models, that objects just merge into another object. It just clips into it. And most 3D programs that export then don't see that this is actually an edge that has to have a line. And so they just skip it, and I have to put it in by hand later on. There we go. Just make another little fold here and here, so that it does look like you just laid there. Also, this button here, I don't like that it's not lined all the way, at least a little bit. I could have probably fixed it in ABLER with the line detail, but it's easy to just fix by hand. There, I think that's fine. Oh wait, yeah, here. I just went over this with a liquify tool, and now I have to fix the outline of the bed sheet. Just the witter things. There we go. And the rest can just stay as is. There we go. And with that, the panel is done. It would have taken me a lot more time if I had to draw the complete background by myself. So I saved up on, I think, a few hours of background drawing just using ABLER. And what counts is not how I got to this panel, but that the panel looks good in the end. And I think it does. So yeah, that was it. That was my video about how to use ABLER. Not really a how-to, it's more of a workflow showcase, you could say, because that's just my way to do it. And yeah, just try it out. It's for free, and you can just use it with whatever SketchUp model or blend file you have, and just play around with it and see if it fits your comic and your style. So yeah, that was me and the comic. Have a good one. I don't know how to end these. How does one end these?